light in the water fills the sky. Love was wind blowing in the air tonight. Saw her on the front porch, warm inside. Devil in a t-shirt with an angel eyes. Trouble is the way she looks at me. And the weakness is the feeling underneath. Oh, oh, Caroline, this is where I draw the line. Oh, oh, Caroline, this is where I draw the line. Dust is like a collar that's left undone. It's a poor man's religion in the setting sun. And the trouble is the way she looks at me. And the weakness is the feeling underneath. Oh, oh, Caroline, this is where I draw the line. Oh, oh, Caroline, this is where I draw the line. Dust is like a collar that's left undone. It's a poor man's religion in the setting sun. And the trouble is the way she looks at me. And the weakness is the feeling underneath. Oh, oh, Caroline, this is where I draw the line. Oh, oh, Caroline, this is where I draw the line. Whoa, oh, 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 oh,
Mr. and Mrs. Josh Brite.
Caroline, this is where I draw the line. Say goodbye.
So, first of all, Doreen, thank you so much for the flowers. Why would I cry saying that?
When do you get to your child?
Anyway, the Adams, the cupcakes, for all of your help, the Ashpole, Scottons, and then Andrew. This food, man, that was a really nice job, buddy. If you guys, anybody needs anything, you can just contact me. I'll get you his information. So, anyway, it was brilliant in my head. It's probably gonna, like I said, we'll see. You know, the biggest thing about you, Brittany, you look for the best in everybody. Even when I've fallen short as a dad, you always find just something nice to say. It's rare. You know, everything that's good in you, I mean, I have to give thanks to your mom. She's just been the best role model and wife. Just thanks. I think this whole thing got started with the movie Twilight. This is a part where I'll lose everybody. She kind of had a thing for that Jacob team, and
Team Jacob forever.
and I'm just thinking, you know, where in the hell is she going to find an Indian that looks like him in Southern Oregon? She's going to be my little girl forever, and you know, life was good. And then one day, this kid came over, and he's drinking Brandon's milk. And I mean, I always had Brandon's milk in my fridge. He was always my favorite kid because you were a friend, not a nothing, just a friend. And anyway, he's just over there doing that, and I was a little worried. And then you kind of quit hanging out, and I was happy. But Brittany was sad. And then one day, I was at Bible study on a Wednesday night, and it wasn't that your parents took you to church, but I didn't really know you very well. You went over, and I just saw you praying for like 20, 30 minutes, and I watched you. And I don't know, it was just like she saw something that I didn't. I knew you'd been out with a few girls, and I'm thinking that, you know, you just went out with her for a little bit and then moved on, but I really think in your heart you weren't ready, so you kind of pulled away, and I really respect you for that, because my next contact was, he actually made an appointment at my office to ask me permission to date her. I mean, I don't know who does that, but as much as I wanted to give you a hard time, I just couldn't. So I decided to just take you to the gun range and, you know, show you what's really going on. And the little bastard outshot me. What do I have now? You know, I can't fight him, could turn into a werewolf. So, anyway, I have no idea where I am, but I just feel super blessed to be part of the Brite's family now. I mean, I've never seen such a selfless group of people that just, everything you do is for somebody else, and everything you say is just with the intent of, how can I help? You know, what can I do? And it's just really cool. And that wasn't even part of it, but it's true. And I want to thank God, you know, for giving me something that I prayed for. You know, ever since Bump was born. I prayed for a Bugatti, and I prayed for her future husband. And, you know, God, I guess knows what you need the most. So I don't have that car right now. But anyway, I just want to welcome you to our family. I just can't say it enough. Last thing, I guess, is that I had a hunting knife custom made for you. You can use it to, you know, hunt, provide for your family. And if you wait 1 second, I forgot one thing. If you don't get an elk or a deer, you can use it at 7-Eleven, because that's how I paid for this wedding. Let me get some prints off of here. Anyway, I don't have any great words of wisdom, so I stole some from this philosopher, Dave Adams. If you could do anything when you get into trouble, man, I am married, therefore I'm wrong. If you just remember that, you'll get along fine forever. I'm just proud of you guys. Brittany studying for your CPA exams, you with your firefighting. you know, especially this week, it makes us remember how much we just really appreciate you guys. So I love you, and I cannot wait to see what's next for you. So thanks.
Thank you.
I don't know who's next.
Anyway, my name's Derek. I'm Josh's brother. And it's by God's mercy alone that he likes me enough today to ask me to be his best man. Because we've had some doozies in our past, especially as little kids. But I'd like to start out with some honesty. Honestly, I'd like to start out by telling you guys that I'm honestly absolutely terrible at wedding speeches. I know there's some faces out here that probably remember my sister's wedding when I told everybody in the audience that I was her sister. That is not the truth, I swear. The wedding before that, my best friend, I couldn't talk to save my life. Just couldn't say a solid word. And then at my brother-in-law's wedding, I actually told everybody in the audience that I had a not too serious relationship with him the first time we met on the football field. So anyway, you've been warned. Turn on your cameras, listen close, blunders be coming. With that being said, I'd like to discuss pride for a moment. More specifically, my pride in you, Josh. When I look at you two, I know where you guys have come from. I know what you guys have done. I know your history, part of it. You guys have made all the right decisions. You chose to put each other first. And you've sought the Lord in all things. I could not be more excited and proud to see what the Lord has planned for you guys in your future. To be honest, I still don't understand how Josh came to be the guy he is today. Because like I said, back in the day, we both were little brats. Because as his older brother, it was my job and my right to point out all your flaws, and dang, I was pretty good at it sometimes. But over the last several years, I've seen Josh grow and mature. And he's sought the Lord in amazing ways. He's willing to make difficult decisions. And a man who's willing to put his life down for another. And I think that's really important for the step that you've taken today. You're a man who sees the big picture around you, and you make thoughtful decisions in the midst of hardship. I could not be more proud of who you are today, Joshua. You are such a good man. Now, from everything that I just said, I'd like to focus on 4 things that I'd like to leave with you guys as you guys part ways from us. The first important thing that I mentioned was God's mercy. The same mercy that had me as your best man today is going to apply to your life moving forward. You will not make it through this path if you have chosen without God's mercy. You won't make it. Through his mercy alone for you, you both are equipped to have mercy for each other. This is to be the cornerstone of your life. Build your future on the mercy of the Lord, and you will not falter. Second is honesty. If you're honest with each other regarding your expectations, desires, hopes, and dreams, then your path from here on will be fruitful with a diminished presence of strife. Notice I said diminished presence of strife, not non-existent strife. For I promise you this is one of the most difficult yet fulfilling paths you will ever walk. Be honest with one another in all things. The third piece to be aware of is pride. And this is a big one for me. I implore you both to set aside your pride from here on out. It's difficult to do, but it will pay dividends in the end. In the midst of any argument, seek humility and accept that you might be wrong. Probably are wrong. Have tenderness for each other and take your words captive. Do not loose your tongue as the damaging agent that it can be. Reel your pride in and you will catch success in hardship. Sorry, I'm a fisherman at heart. Sorry. Lastly, I'll leave you with hope. Hope in Christ, hope in one another. Think the best of one another. Do not cut the legs out from underneath yourselves and tear each other down with words. Allow hope to endure in your everyday life, and you will forever be ruled by optimism and fortitude. Lean on Christ, each other, and give hope a place in your home. And I promise you that darkness will not gain a foothold. My love for you both abounds. I am so proud to stand with you on your special day. I cannot contain my excitement for the promise of your lives as the Lord weaves your guys' lives together and creates one whole new story. Congratulations on your most special day. We all are here to celebrate with you. May God's favor ever be upon you. to Josh and Britt.
I am Brittany's sister and maid of honor, and I do not have any marriage advice, and my speech is not that good, and I've been in one wedding before, so so I'm just going for it. But as I was sitting there talking to Elise about what I should say or what even goes into a speech, we brought up our childhood, and one thing that came to mind is when Brittany and I, when we were younger, we used to grab all of the pots and pans and bowls and mixing utensils from my parents' kitchen, and we would take them out back, and we had this huge backyard, and we would make salads with it. And so I remember ever since we were little, Brittany always had each salad that had to be specific, you know, it couldn't just be everything in there, and mine would have all sorts of leaves and dirt and twigs and everything, and hers had to be look-alike and all of that kind of stuff. And it just reminds me of how she is today. And it's the funniest thing because her and Josh both are the most organized people I have ever met in my entire life. And it is the exact opposite of me. And for instance, when they're packing for vacation, they pack and then they unpack and then they pack again, and everything is folded perfectly, and they roll it up and everything is in their spot. And I know if we ever get into anything, if anybody needs a Band-Aid or any medical anything, we know exactly where to go, and it's not my parents, it's them too. And just they're so organized, and it's just so different for me because I pack 15 minutes before a long vacation, and it's all kind of thrown in there, and I hope I have everything. But I'm just so happy for both of you guys, and you guys couldn't be more perfect for each other. And I'm so glad that I have the brother that I've never had, and that I have a beautiful sister that is such a great role model for me, and she's the good girl out of the group. And so it's good to have that to look up to, and I'm just so happy for you guys. And I just pray that, you know, the Lord blesses your guys' marriage, and that you guys just have a long, happy life together. And I love you guys. To Brittany and Josh.
Amanda. And okay, so I first of all want to thank everyone because you have all been super flexible with the move, and I really appreciate that. Over the past 7 years, watching how God has woven Josh and Brittany's lives together has been amazing and so exciting. Today was a huge celebration for both families. We're so happy for both of you. They have, through the past 7 years, changed priorities and made time for one another and learned how to love each other's little quirks. So I had this big long speech planned, and I kind of bagged it a little bit ago because I wanted to share a story about yesterday. Actually, Brittany's had this wedding planned for months and months and months, and it was supposed to be in this beautiful barn up in the Green Springs. If you've never been there, hopefully it doesn't burn down and you can go see it soon because it's gorgeous. So yesterday we head up there with the bride and groom to kind of see, you know, what the smoke looks like, if it's going to work out still. And it just amazed me at my little brother's maturity and how much he loves this woman, because all he kept saying was that they would be married today and they would be in Hawaii on Monday. And those two things he knew for sure, so he didn't care where they were getting married or how many guests, I'm so sorry, who was here, but he was going to marry Brittany today and they were going to be in Hawaii Monday. So that was just amazing to watch you guys work through that yesterday. Super stressful, I know, for both of you, but you made it and you were married today at 5 o'clock-ish. And then you'll be in Hawaii shortly. So I'm super excited for both of you. And Josh, you have found your Proverbs 31 wife. I'm so proud of you. Pray together every day. Never go to bed mad. And Brittany, good luck. I'm a phone call away. Please raise your glass to my little brother Josh and my beautiful new sister Brittany.
Hey.